2K. Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with the broadcast from Boston, the home of the Celtics. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Last outing for the Clippers, it was a loss to the Dallas Mavericks. Now, here's Garland. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one out.
Here's Tatum. Feeds away. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Here's Griffin. The rebound by the Celtics. Right side Tatum. Boston again missing. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Garland. Leonard with no one around. Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second place.
And the dunk by Lopez.
If you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
The screen from Brown. And here's Tatum for three. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer. Great size, great touch.
Oh, Griffin in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Tatum drives in. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Tatum. Into the lane. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
Lopez, no luck. Celtics trailed by 5. Outside, White. Here's the three. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Leonard. Clock at 6. Done attacking. The wide open look here for Lopez. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
And here's Tatum for 3.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Count it. Good. Leonard's got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. And it's Boston with another.
You simply must stay attached to Jaylen Brown in a catch-and-shoot situation so dangerous.
Pick by Griffin. To the middle. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 5-point game. Lopez with the steal. And Leonard has it in the corner. The putback. It's rebounded by Walsh. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Walsh. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 5.
Well, creating offense for others, challenging the heart of the defense, get into the teeth, and then spot the open shooter.
A nice first quarter.
16.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Boston trailing. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JV always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Beal's shot is good.
Come on, guys. That is big-time, deep range. Beal extending for that one.
And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at 3, you take it.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the three-pointer by Boston. There's a screen by Collins. The shot by Beal, no good. And so it's Boston with it. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Queta, great positioning on the putback. Queta's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. Now off the inbound and finished off by Collins.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Outside Williams. Over to the wing. Here's Shireman. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 2.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
This guy's in attack mode. Bradley Beal taking it strong.
Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those foul calls against the defenders.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now the Clippers with it. Screen by Leonard. The kick out to Lopez. And again, it's the Clippers missing. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Here's Pritchard. Here's Queta. Second shot opportunity. A special move before the shot. Queta's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And Doris, after Paul George left, many figured the Clippers were a lottery-bound team. Instead, they were a 50-win team.
And Kev, they had great contributions up and down the roster. There was incredible balance. And needless to say, you have a man in the head coaching position who is one of the all-time best in Ty Lue.
And here is Garland. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
Here's Leonard. The good-looking shot from the wing. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
Tatum taking it in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Brook Lopez. Boston shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Boy, if you think about everything Jason Tatum does for his team, it's at a high level. And he doesn't ever get the full recognition he deserves. This guy is the very definition of franchise player.
Now here's Leonard. He has 7.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Celtics up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boston leading by 3. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek Whitehurst converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
Here's Walsh. He has 5. Here's Vucevic. Poked loose. Griffin with the steal. To the inside. Kicks it out to Jones. done outside. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Well, it might be over a decade in the league, but Blake still has some hops.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it." And what does this team want from him? He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Clippers trail, and Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed. Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jason Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
Now White. Outside Tatum. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 12 in the game.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
Left side, Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Gonzalez. Back to Tatum. Austin needs to get off a shot. Here's White. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Brown. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
But Kawhi Leonard right now is cooking, folks. This guy has got a rhythm, and you better watch out.
Outside Tatum. Down low. Outside Gonzalez. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Back to Collins. And stolen by White. And Tatum hammers it home.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the shot is good. And now a 4-point Boston lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Cash money, Brown with the tray.
You can see the work Jaylen Brown has put in to become a range shooter. Nice.
Kicks it out to Collins. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Collins has got 5 now.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
To the paint. It's tipped. Batum with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Beal gets a wide open look. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
That concludes the...
43.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be..." Here out there, play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Richard with the ball. Pass to Walsh. It's tipped. Stolen by Garland. Inside. Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Blake Griffin has turned himself into a 3-level scorer, and he is giving it to the defense right now.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Pass to Walsh. And the Celtics can't hang on to the ball. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Down low. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
We've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. To Lopez, goes straight to the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on White.
You have to work Lopez up, right? Because this guy's so adept at using those long arms to get his shot off.
And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have one of the league's most highly respected and Doris coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business.
Here's Tatum. Fires the three. 6 to shoot. Derek White. And that time also a missed shot.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing's going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now here's Tatum. Here he goes. Outside Brown. Off target from outside.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Clippers leading by 12. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. White pulls it down.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Brown outside. Tatum. Oh, the slam dunk.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by the Clippers.
There's the screen, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Clippers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Blake Griffin.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up.